Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're talking about 7 levels of financial freedom. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. We talk about personal finance, real estate, stock market, anything and everything that you need to know on how to grow your personal wealth. Money could be a very, very stressful topic for certain people. It could cause anxiety, especially if you grew up in an environment where money was taught to you to be the center of all evil. Money wasn't good. So you as an adult have this thought pattern that you could probably have a hard time breaking, and anytime you think about money you are feeling guilty. Also, there are certain families that just simply didn't want to even talk about money. They didn't teach you discipline, or they didn't teach you how to manage money, and school didn't teach you how to manage money, so you grew up not knowing what to do. Depending on where you are in your life, you could be at any of these levels. At level number 1, you need to understand where are you financially. What is your financial health like? That will require you checking your credit score, going through your bank accounts, taking an inventory of all your expenses, all your assets, and understanding where you are financially. And if you're one of those people that want to do it old school way, that's completely fine. You can print out your statements, grab a pen and paper and a calculator and do it that way. Or if you are like me and you just love using all these cool apps that are available to us in the 21st century, there is an app that I've been mentioning on all my videos, Mint by Intuit. I am not sponsored by them, but it's one of those apps that has been such a game changer that I don't mind shouting them out. And what it is a personal budgeting app. You have a general picture of all your accounts, all your expenses, all your assets. You have everything in it. So when you log in, you can see it all in one app and on the one page. I've been using them for 10 years. I personally log in at least once a week to get a clarity on where I am financially. I set goals. I go over my budgets. Just a great app. So level number 1, get your clarity. Level number 2 is self-sufficiency. So again, you moved out of your parents' house, or you're maybe even still in high school. I don't know. But basically you are in the beginning of your financial journey, or you're starting over. Let's say you file for Chapter 13 and you have to start over. That's okay too. At this level, you most likely live in paycheck to paycheck. You have no savings. You're starting over, or you're just getting started, and that's okay. According to 2022 Magnify Money Survey, 50% of all Americans live paycheck to paycheck. So you're not alone. At self-sufficiency level, you need to make enough money to get by and cover all your expenses without any external help. Mom and dad cannot help you anymore. You will probably, again, like I said, will live paycheck to paycheck at this level, or even get into some consumer debt. People at this level make enough money to start stashing it away for an emergency fund, or even investing into real estate or stock market. But in order to achieve this level, you have to give yourself a financial leeway. Unfortunately, too many people suffer from lifestyle creep. The term lifestyle creep means that as you make more money, you spend more money, and you never get ahead. You're always catching up with your bills. I see it so often. We live in a world where we are constantly bombarded with marketing campaigns and carefully curated advertisements to make us spend more money. Often we are overworked and burned out, and most of us have this deep void we want to fill. So we spend and we buy more and more stuff, new computers, new cars, new TVs. We upgrade constantly just to fill that void, without realizing that the items that we upgrading are still perfectly functional. Your phone does not become obsolete the minute the company releases a new one. You do not need to upgrade every year. 31% of Americans who make over 6 figures live paycheck to paycheck. It's astonishing how many people don't know how to budget correctly or how to manage their expenses. Only the people who realize that these patterns, these habits, this overconsumption, this void we're trying to fill, escape level 3 and get to level 4. People at this level have about 6 months of emergency funds stashed away. Having this much cushion should give you confidence that you could survive in case you lose your job, your business slows down, or you have to move to a different city. The way I would calculate how much you should be stashing away is I would take all my essential expenses, I'll calculate that number, then I would multiply that by 6, which is 6 months, and I would add another 20% of that on top as a cushion. When calculating this, consider essential versus non-essential. Once you get to level 5, you have about 2 to 3 years of emergency funds stashed away. And having this much cash sitting around, whether it's in cash or cash and investments into highly liquid investment instruments such as stocks, gives you a flexibility or an opportunity to, let's say, if you wanted to quit your job for a couple of years and pursue your interests and your passions, you could. Or maybe you had an emergency and you couldn't work for a year or two, you could do that as well. And when people get to this level of financial freedom, they get very comfortable and they do not pursue other levels. The levels that are available to very little small amount of population. Level 6 is financial independence. If you got to this level, you, my friend, are one of the top 10% of the population. Individuals at this level have their entire income produced by their assets, whether it's a cash, you have a huge cash pile invested into an investment portfolio, or you have a whole bunch of rental properties or a hybrid of those. People at level 6 do not have to work anymore for money. So if you choose to step away and pursue your passions, if you wanted to travel, or you wanted to learn how to play piano, you wanted to learn how to rock climb, people at level 6 can do that without any worries. But to achieve this level of success, you will have to make a lot of sacrifices on the way, unless obviously you were born into a rich family. And this whole video defeats the purpose in that case. But if you started from the bottom and you're trying to get to this level, you'll have to make sacrifices. You'll have to change your mindset. You'll have to get very disciplined, and you'll have to probably learn how to live below your means. In the end, it'll be totally worth it because you'll have all the time in the world to pursue whatever passions you have. And drum roll, please. If you have achieved level 7, which is abundant wealth, at this level, you're part of the elite, part of the 1% of population. Folks at this level have more money that they could spend in their lifetime. You do not have to worry about money ever again. It's not an essential part of your daily routine or your daily thinking. Money is just not a problem anymore.
And working is just, it's not my top priority. It's never going to be.
Achieving this level will not only require a lot of discipline, but a bit of luck. People at this level are usually best in their field. In the past, this level was reserved to royalties and elites, but more and more we're seeing regular people achieving this status. While it's certainly not an easy task to achieve this level, I strongly believe that a right type of person with the right work ethic, knowledge in their field, and discipline can achieve this type of wealth. When I think of financial freedom, I think of a video game. And I don't know if it's just a millennial in me because I grew up playing video games. In a video game, you have to level up in order to become better at that video game, right? So you have to put in time, you have to complete tasks, you have to show up every day in order to either one, beat the game, or to level up. Same rules apply to the financial freedom game. In order for you to achieve certain levels, you will have to complete certain tasks, you will have to stay disciplined, and you will have to stay consistent. Hopefully this video is helpful for you to understand the different levels of financial freedom. Leave a comment below and let me know what level do you want to get to? What level will you comfortably live in? Personally, I want to get to level 7. Hey, if you liked the video, you know what to do. Subscribe.